Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Simply Incredible podcast. And we have Disc Golf Chat episode 7. We're approaching the turn. Before long, we'll be heading to the back 9. So, Todd, Derek, what is going on, guys?
Nothing much. Oh, wait. I got married. That's one thing.
Absolutely nothing. Good podcast.
Dude, I've been out of disc golf for a couple months at least. Just getting things settled in my new life with a wife. So it's been crazy, but fun.
Nice. Derek, what you got? Anything fun?
Nothing much. Just trying to stay cool. It's hot out there.
I mean, I'm hot and cool at the same time.
I feel you. I'm not up to that level yet, so I have to stay inside for now.
You played today, didn't you, Daryl?
I made the mistake of playing twice today.
Woo.
I played in the morning. It felt pretty good. It was nice. And then one of my friends, Jason, who, you know what? I forgot to send him an invite. Oops. I'm sorry, Jason. He went around 2:30, and I was like, I'm coming over and say hey to him. And I went over and said, hey. He's like, hey, man, you're playing? I was like, I didn't bring my disc. I was like, oh, wait, they're still in the car. I played. +6, but 97-degree heat. It wasn't bad.
Hey, shoot him an invite real quick and get him to sign on with us.
Let's see.
Maybe he can tell us the truth about how you played.
I mean, I'll tell you the truth. I played it. It was absolutely awful.
See, he's being humble. He really played awesome.
Yeah, is that what it is?
We're going to get
I mean, I had that good round early. Y'all chat while I do this, because I will tell you, great content is me staring at a phone.
Yeah. I was going to say, so I finally played disc golf again after being off a couple of months, and Fabi came with me. And, what did I tell you I scored? 3 under? 4 under at the Peaksview Park.
Whoa. Is what you told me you scored and what you actually scored something completely different?
Don't interrupt me. I was talking. So, Fabi was playing with me, and she actually hurt her elbow. I got scared. She did that thing where you throw it and like it kind of jerks the
you pop it, yeah.
And she was pretty nervous. And it looked like she really got hurt. I was a little nervous and thinking it was going to be something serious, but after a while she kind of loosened up. I mean, she didn't play anymore just to be safe, but yeah, I had fun finally getting back. It was weird. I played probably better than I would have before I got married, because I don't know what it is, but it's kind of like that beginner luck thing. It works in the same way when you like take a long break and then you get back to it and it's like, wow, this is awesome. And then you keep playing and it's just goes crazy and you start throwing it, shanking it.
Well, you think it's one of those things to where you go out that first time after so many months and not playing, and you just don't think about it. You just throw. If you're expecting to do bad, but yet you don't focus so much on your mechanics as you do just throwing and having a good time.
It's something about that. It's mental or something. But not a care in the world, and I was playing pretty good. The funny thing was I bogeyed the 2 easiest holes on Peaksview, the hole 9 and 15. I bogeyed those because I hit like trees and got bad rolls and stuff. If I had birdied those, which is usually easy to do, I would have been 8 under. Or if it parted, I would have been 6 under. But yeah, it was weird. But yeah, I had fun. Finally got back into it. Might get to play again sometime soon. We'll see. I want to play with y'all again.
Yeah.
I find it funny because me and Derek played a couple weeks ago, and honestly, if I knew how to get out of Camp Hideaway, after about the 10th hole, I would have left. I didn't know which way the parking lot was. I was playing so bad, and I was miserable. I was like, this is the worst, and yet I got to keep playing.
I like Camp Hideaway, though.
I honestly, I like the course. I don't like the tee pads.
Oh, well, yeah.
I don't like the signage. And if they threw a few benches around there, okay, I would feel so much better. I mean, my fitness level is not real good, but I mean, I literally about pass out. toward the end.
It is quite a steep trek up a few of those, and then that one hole I don't know Camp Hideaway too well, but it's one hole you throw down a cliff on the.
It's that par 4.
After you climb the mountain, then you throw down the mountain. Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah.
I mean, walking down that mountain is not good on my old man knees.
Right.
It's a little scary. You feel like you're going to fall going down.
Yeah, but honestly, I really like the course. It was one of those days where nothing was going right.
Yeah.
And Derek, Mr. Optimist over here, he was like, "Man, you're not playing that back." And I was like, "Wait, I'm telling you, wait till the back 10. Wait till the back 10. I'm starting to get a little tired and things going awry." Because I could feel it happening. Oh gosh, it was miserable.
You had a good time though. It wasn't bad.
I'm surprised Jim even wants to play with me again, as just brutally honest about how bad I was playing. I was saying to myself out loud.
Yeah. Well, none of us set the world on fire. That's for sure. I mean.
Yeah, but it was, and the thing of it is, when the round is over and I get home and I'm relaxing in the air conditioning, I'm like, it was still fun.
Well, it was right humid that day too. So, I mean, it wasn't the ideal weather to go out there and try to hike a mountain either. I mean, that drains you. That heat just drains it out of you.
Yeah.
You guys
was I like 30 over that day? I was like, God, it was awful.
Have you guys ever seen any snakes on the course? Any of the courses?
We had one black snake one time.
You've only seen a black snake?
Yeah, that was it.
There was a little one. Gosh, it might have only been like a foot long over at Peaks View on hole 5. It was right there beside the baseball field.
Yeah, I get nervous with Camp Hideaway with snakes. It's kind of like more like just raw wood and forest.
Oh, the one for me is that one on those rocks. I'm like, there's got to be a snake or something up in these rocks at some point.
Yeah, there was a report on Facebook's Peaks and Creek, the disc golf group, that somebody saw a water moccasin at Sandusky in the creek. So it's there. It can happen. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful. Absolutely.
Gosh. Jason said he'll try to join us here in a few minutes.
Awesome.
All right. Well, that's Jason.
I remember Jason.
I didn't know if you knew Jason.
We used to watch MMA at your house.
Yep.
Yeah, Camp Hideaway is a lot of fun. I actually want to try to get to a point where I feel comfortable playing the Commonwealth Games next year.
That would be.
That's one of the
play this year, but church group planned the camp that we had on July 24th, so I couldn't. I actually signed up for the Commonwealth Games and had to cancel.
Yeah, well, we would definitely be in different levels, that's for sure, because just the age, the way they structure the ages and all.
I think y'all are both professionals. What's the problem?
Yeah, but I would be in the 50+ age, so. But I still think it would be cool to do. I'd like to try it.
You ever played a tournament?
No, not one tournament.
I played one. It's really cool.
And what is your rating?
8-15.
He actually has a rating because he played in a tournament. I'm a little jealous of that.
Mine's 0 right now.
Yeah.
I don't remember renewing my PDGA. I feel like it's been a year. Maybe it hasn't. Can't remember when it was.
I was looking on my UDisc and I realized I really started playing in around April, and it feels like it's been so much longer than that.
Yeah. I don't know. We all kind of started getting back out there this past April, so that's about right. We played a lot, though. We played a lot in between now and now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 2 of us has. I said 2 of us has.
Well, I mean,
come on, get your priorities straight.
Yeah, we gave Todd the marriage pass. He's good. We're gonna renew it. We're gonna revoke it here in a couple weeks. But
yeah. I mean, it's you said it's been a month. Come on, what's the problem?
Yeah, it's about time for me to just put my foot down and go out and play.
Yeah, let me know how that works for you, buddy.
If you can get out there early sometime before it gets brutally hot out there, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's not worth going out in August. too much.
You look like you're not feeling well, so you could call in sick to work and go play.
Yeah. I'll do that.
All right. Let's get down to some of the actual disc golf stuff. We're 10 minutes in. It's down. I'm sorry. Jason was asking me stuff. European Open has just started, and on the women's side, I know 3 players, and they're in the top 3. Nice. Evelina Solonen. Evelina Solonen, Kristen Tatar, and Henna Bloomrose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these 3 ladies are very good. Very, very good. I really badly want to see all 3 of them on a consistent basis playing against the top tier American players.
Yeah, it's going to be great when that finally happens. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, because when Tartar was over here playing, man, she was really stomping.
I think it's a combination of things. One, I think Paige was kind of getting burnt out because she's played a bunch of tournaments in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And Kristen come over here and just like, let me show you guys how good I am.
I know. I didn't expect that. I didn't think anybody was at Paige's level, but
I honestly have thought for a while Evelina was right on her level.
Okay.
Because she just, week in, week out, just thoroughly dominates Europe like Paige dominates America.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm just like, it's incredible to watch them play.
But, you got some younger players that are coming up, and you got some that aren't even in the tournaments yet that are out here, playing like we play or whatever, that eventually are going to get there or try to get there. And, of course, the sport has to evolve and it has to revolve. Paul McGrath's not always going to be on top. It's going to be some kid down the street that comes in and knocks him off his throne. But, everybody has their run.
We can insert right now 2 players in particular, and that's Eagle McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
He's a young guy. I thought he was older than he is, but he's still like in his early 20s, if I'm not mistaken.
Eagle's right young.
Kyle Klein. Look what he's doing. He's just.
I've heard people say Eagle is just entering his prime.
Yeah.
If he's even gotten there yet.
Mm.
And you got Klein, who basically looks up to Eagle, and he's the next Smash brother. Was it Crush Brothers or Smash Brothers? What is it? Crush Boys, Smash Boys? What is it? What is that thing? What are their nicknames?
You talking about the Bogey Brothers?
No.
Crush Boys, yeah.
Crush Boys.
Yeah, because you got Lazat and Eagle. I think those 2, and they're kind of taking Kyle Klein under their wing.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But look at Brody Smith. He ain't been playing professionally that long himself. What, a couple years?
He's in the top 32 right now.
In just a year, because it's just over a year that he started.
Yeah, it's just over a year that he actually started playing professionally.
Speaking of him, COVID-19 got him and his wife. I haven't heard anything in the last few days about how they're doing. I know he said his temperature spiked over 100 a few days ago. I don't know how he's doing now, though. And I know he's not playing this week, obviously. But
yeah,
I hope he's doing all right, him and his wife.
Yeah, this might be what takes him out of that Disc Golf Pro Tour Championship qualification. Yep. But
have to start over again.
So he was in it.
Yep. One of the things about the European Open that I found thoroughly enjoyable is their scorecards. Around here, if it's over par, they put if it's birdie, they put like a dot. If it's over par, they put like a little triangle. Double bogeys, like 2 little triangles on the TV screen. But on the European, they'll put a number in it, but they'll color code it.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them I thought was hilarious, and I felt so bad for this lady. She shot a 10 on a hole. It was 6 over on a hole. I've shot an 11 on a hole. I can qualify as talking about this. But the color they put behind the 10 was brown.
Really?
And the guy said, he goes, "You know why they put brown behind that, don't you?"
I think we all know.
But there's like blue and purple and different colors. I was like, that is awesome. Like for bogey, double bogeys, and triple bogeys on some holes. Poor lady shot 15 over, and she just fell apart. Poor thing.
Dang, 15.
So where are you watching the European?
It's actually on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. Wow.
Yeah.
I've checked it out.
I looked because I just looked to see if they had any coverage of it. The guys talking are not very good. I'm sorry, but they're not. But it's cool to watch them.
Yeah.
And they apparently did a live stream for at least the women's tour, women's European Open. It was around 5 o'clock this morning or so when it started or something like that.
Oh yeah, I'd have been up to watch that. Yeah,
I thought it was cool. But I mean, I just saw like the breakdown coverage of it for the women's tournament. I haven't got to watch the men's yet. I don't know a single man out there playing.
Right.
That. And the reason I know a few of the women because you see them on the top 10, the rankings.
Well, how are they playing though? Do you think they're playing comparable to ours? To Macbeth
the men, I don't know. I have not watched them yet.
You haven't watched them yet?
The women I've watched, and I'm like, they are some long throwers out there. And there's some skilled players out there. There's another lady from Estonia, Katie something. Can't remember her last name, but she was gunning out there too. I was like, great day. They're building something over there.
Tate?
Sure, that's it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Simon's playing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, he said he didn't want to, but they were like, yeah, you're going to go over there and play. He's like, all right, I guess I'm going over there and play.
Oh, he went to Europe.
Yeah, that's the Czech Republic.
Oh wow. So
the rankings. Well, you know what? Let's finish talking about the Ledgestone. We got off topic on there. Ledgestone. Actually, we didn't get off topic because we're talking about Europe. Now back to Ledgestone.
We're good.
I am really good at running one of these.
Better than me.
I don't know. You've not done it yet.
Oh, I'm sure.
Don't sell yourself short.
I'm sure.
A man of many talents. Ledgestone, the ending on Sunday kind of upset some people, but they had lightning in the area, and we all know now, well, I guess we all know that sports now have basically, if there's lightning within a certain distance, I think it's usually 4 miles or 8 miles, something like that, they will stop until the lightning leaves. And there was lightning coming through for a lot, and people were saying, well, it's perfectly sunny out. But if lightning is in the vicinity, they will stop it.
Yeah.
And Kyle Klein, as we mentioned earlier, he was 5 under through 5 holes. The man, he was on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, he threw this one shot. I think it was on 4. And it just looked like it was about 3 feet off the ground for a good 150, 200 feet.
Oh, that one that goes downhill?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I was like, it just like. And then it hit right beside the basket and went about 20 feet long. Somebody made the putt. Fish Tropics is in the house. What's up, buddy? And but the leaders, Eagle, Ricky, and I can't remember who else was on the lead card. Was Paul on the lead card? No, Paul was not on the lead card. Paul was like on the 3rd card, I believe.
It was Calvin and then Andrew Marweed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking, trying to find out who it was.
And they were struggling. And Klein actually passed them. And when it ended, he was 1 shot up. He had played 5 holes, and I think they played 3 holes. He's either 2 or 3 holes.
It was 3.
So
3 holes.
So what they did is they went back to the round got canceled, and they went back to the end of the 3rd round for the title, and Eagle and Ricky tied. What do you guys think about that? Do you think they should have come back the next day? What do you think?
Well, I was just looking at the rules on it, and if you look at the rules, it says that under no circumstances should any non-sudden death playoff criteria, such as a hot round, hit-to-hit sources, etc., be used to break a first-place tie. That's one rule. Then the next one, it goes into under no circumstances should players be expected or asked to return on a day following the last day of the regular schedule rounds to conduct such death playoff, sudden death playoff.
Gotcha.
So if you go by the comments on Klein, he said he obviously wanted to win, but the way the rules were lined up, it just wasn't able to happen. You know, there's somebody rules. I mean, I don't know if I completely
you're breaking up.
I don't know if I would completely agree with that aspect, but I mean, you are playing a professional sport, and the rule book is there for a reason.
Yeah, you can't. It was just no way, because the next day everybody's pretty much having to travel, get to Wild. I mean, there's nothing that they could do about it. So I guess that was the right decision. I mean, sudden death playoff would have been fun.
To me, it's the only decision until they become a legitimate major sport where the finances says these players can afford to stay another day,
right,
and then go fly somewhere else,
right.
Like in the PGA in golf, you have guys on. There's been many tournaments where they've played on a Monday.
Yeah,
but the finances are so high for those guys. Sure, they can afford to stay an extra day.
Yeah,
right.
All these other guys are driving their RVs and vans and stuff, and they just can't.
Yeah, but is it the fact that they can't afford to stay another day, or is it the fact that the schedule is too tight? It doesn't allow them that extra day.
Well, it's definitely the schedule, because the Idle Wild is right this week, and they have to get.
But it's only. I think they were saying it was only like a 4-hour drive.
Right.
So to me, that doesn't hold water to me.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was.
No.
I mean, that's what I remember hearing. Was it really that far? But that's what I heard someone say. They had a 4-hour drive, because Paige, when she finished her round, and she said she was going to leave and go down to Ottawa and try to get a few holes in. So that tells me it wasn't that far.
Yeah, it should have been pretty close at that point.
Right. So my thought is, you know, the compact of the schedules, I don't think that's a problem. One of the things I heard a lot of people saying is many of the players were not professionals, and so some of them couldn't come back. So is it fair to people that actually have a job that's local that enter the tournament? I mean,
too much. Just too much. Yeah, it seemed like the only choice.
Yeah, it's too many variables.
Yeah.
I think until it becomes an actual sanctioned professional high-paid sport, you're going to have these qualms and these offsets, more or less, to say that, you know, people who work every day versus the professionals playing in the same tournament, yada yada yada. You know, you don't see that in everyday sports. You know, I don't drive up to Greenbrier even though it's close enough to go play with Tiger Woods in the Greenbrier tournament. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just doesn't happen. You know, it's not allowed for one thing. But you know.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think right now finances dictates you have to do it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not a multi-billion-dollar, $100+ billion organization with multiple TV contracts, multiple beverage contracts, shoe contracts. And all that. Well, I think I don't know. Does Paul still have an Adidas contract?
Yeah, I think he's still with Adidas.
Because I was watching a tournament from 2016. He had on white pants and a white Adidas shirt with just 3 blue stripes going down the back.
I know he still talks about Adidas. I don't know
does he
or not, but he still talks about it every now and then. Because didn't they just put out a new disc golf shoe?
I had heard that. I don't know. Do you know, Todd?
Yeah, I saw
that. Because I think we were talking about that one day, that they should have official shoes for it.
It was the perfect disc golf shoe or something like that. And I want to say it was still Adidas, so I don't know.
That's interesting. I did not know that. So, man, I think we actually agree that they made the right choice.
I think they did for the circumstances, but I think in the future it's something that they can look at to change.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
some people say, well, maybe they should just have the final 3 cards go. And I was like, I don't think that's right.
Well, I think in the long term, the fix would be taking the national tour out and absorbing it into the pro tour. Right now, you got national tour, pro tour kind of competing. That's causing the schedules to have to cram into like week after week after week.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a solution in the long term is like that national tour. I've heard a lot of podcasts talk about that national tour is just going to go away eventually. And then the PDGA will only be basically over like the majors and such.
Well, what if they have one of those scenarios where it rains for 3 straight days? Do you just say, okay, well, y'all got to play on Wednesday then to finish the tournament?
Either that or you postpone and you add that tournament to the end of the schedule.
What do you mean, like lightning?
I mean, we've had times where it's rained for 3 straight days here. Right? Well, I'm not saying it's got to be like 8, like Noah coming by. But, I mean, there's that rain and lightning in it. So, I mean, like the hurricane is supposed to be coming up the coast.
Oh, yeah.
What if they're playing in Tennessee this week, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah. Well,
that could be a big problem there.
Yeah, that's either a postponing or the different weekend or just a cancellation then.
But, I mean, what if they played 2 rounds and started the 3rd and that's when it hits?
Oh, well, that's a tougher situation.
I'm just saying. I mean, do you just say, well, y'all got to stick around until we get through a certain number of holes, and then we go back and take everyone's score to that hole?
I'm just glad I don't have to make that decision. Let's put it that way. There's too much to take into consideration.
Yeah. Because when they were talking about it, I was like, well, I mean, if it was the rain and have lightning and stuff for the next day, so do you stick them around till Tuesday? I mean, I'm just saying, it's possible.
Possible.
And you got to look at worst case scenario.
Maybe
scenario is one of my favorite words.
Well, yeah, best case scenario. How about that 230-foot eagle page through?
I was going to bring that up. That was insane. It kickstarted her tournament.
She was down.
She had, I think it was she was 3 over.
She was 3 over, yeah.
And her first shot was a little short of the corner, so she kind of threw it out there to get to that corner so she could throw. Boom.
Yeah, she kind of crossed that corner with like a little putt, like, just a little toss or whatever through the woods and came back out in the fairway. Then she laid that forehand in there, that eagle, 230 foot. And I mean, dead center of the basket. It wasn't no question. Which, I mean, she couldn't even see the basket from where she was at. So, I mean, not taking anything away from her, but that was a chance call right there.
She hugged the tree line, though. I was impressed how tight she had to put it around that tree line. And
she did.
And that was that the new Passion?
Yes, that was the new Passion.
Or the Discraft Passion.
Yeah, because she grabbed it and said, shh.
Hey, I felt bad for the poor cameraman, had to run with her all that way.
Yeah, well, he didn't run as fast as she did.
Running.
I mean, you see her running, just looks at the camera and keeps on. I was like, holy cow.
230-foot eagle.
280 foot, wasn't it?
Let me see. I thought the article said 230.
I saw one thing said 280. I saw 230.
This one says it was dead center, landed in the bucket for a 230-foot eagle.
There we go. You know what? I'm calling that official.
Okay.
230 foot. James Conrad still owns the greatest shot of all time. That wasn't the albatross by.
Oh my gosh, that was a heck of a throw, wasn't it?
Yeah, I watched that live. About screamed my head off.
That was insane.
I have gotten over that because every time they show him, they show that shot 27 times.
Yeah, that was a shot heard across the nation.
I've kind of reached the point of What about Philo with his albatross?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love the shape of that shot. That was cool.
He did that thing way out there, compact. I take zero away from Conrad because that was absolutely insane. I was watching a live stream with the foundation guys, and you see people in the comments. They're like, "So, what disc do you want to get with a 6-time world champion?"
Yeah.
And it was over. I mean, you see this over and over, and he's like, "Look, he's got this locked up." As soon as that shot went in, they were like, "Oh, Macbeth, he just gave it away. He choked." I'm like,
Oh,
I mean, literally 3 seconds earlier. It's like, come on, dude. Let's keep things real.
Yeah, well, let's keep the sarcasm to yourself. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just because the man didn't make the shot heard around the world, I mean, what's that got to do with anything?
Yeah.
I mean, there again, he threw a shot that he couldn't even see the basket. So, I mean, I'm not taking anything away from him. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. You have to be able to visualize lines and so on and so on. But
I don't think he could make it again in 100 shots.
No, ain't no way.
Maybe more.
Foundation guys, they tried to do it. Did you see that video?
Yeah.
And they're in an open field trying to make this shot, and they're trying to put that ante on it, and like, nope. I made it once. I did not make it once. I can't even throw 280 or 250 feet or whatever it was.
It was awesome seeing the crowd, how this grown and these huge crowds screaming, jumping, running. Did you see the guy with the American flag shorts?
Yeah.
No shirt.
My favorite guy was one of the flag guys. He come running over.
I mean, it was really good to see the crowd, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It really was.
Bleachers at a disc golf tournament.
Yeah.
Speaking of American flags, segue. What do you think about disc golf in the Olympics? I've heard people absolutely crapping on the idea. I've heard people absolutely like, we need this. We need to be able to do that.
I mean, it's a worldwide sport, so why not?
It just has to be bigger, yes. I mean, I can't imagine like guys, the pro guys, like the top guys, wanting to take out of their season to go play the Olympics, but I don't know.
I completely disagree with that. Think about this. What would you want? A gold medal or a wooden thing from, I don't know what that was from a couple tournaments ago, because that would have been the weekend it was, where they had that big wooden bear trophy.
Well, look at it like this. I mean, Paul Macbeth and Brody and the foundation guys, they're all looking to grow this sport. How much more validation could you get than having it on the Olympic tour, Olympic, games?
It's funny you said that, because
you can't get any higher.
Because Hunter said he thought it'd be a stupid idea.
Really?
It was like, it's just another tournament. Why would you want to do that over there? I'm like, are you kidding me? It's the Olympic Games. I know the Olympics aren't perceived as what they were 30 years ago.
No, they're not.
But if you're an athlete and you get a gold medal from the Olympics, to me, that means a lot more than a yearly tournament somewhere. To me, it does. I mean, if you put it on the weekend when they have the world championships, that's a little different. But when you put it on a week when you had what was the tournament before Ledgestone?
I don't remember.
Because Kristen won it, and she held up.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
And because it was funny, because Ricky dropped it.
Oh, the bear trophy, yeah.
That was the preserve. Yeah.
Huh?
The preserve.
The preserve. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But for me, I mean, I can't imagine you go over there. You don't have Discraft on your back. You don't have Discmania. You don't have Innova. You have the United States of America on you. The European countries, they have their logos, their country on the back. I was watching a lot of the women play today in the European, and they almost all of them had their country's name on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that That would be awesome to me. I'm probably very much in the minority of really wanting to see that on that stage.
No, I don't think you're in a minority.
No, I don't think so. But I think to get a sport to that level is just the pinnacle. I mean, it's the pinnacle of the sport. It's like the highest of the highest. You can't go any higher. I mean, even fishing teams do that. I mean, they represent America over. I think last year they were in South America or Africa or some of the past couple of years. All the big pros were over there. In like a world challenge type thing, and it's just fishing. They're not in the Olympics, but it's fishing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, and if people are truly passionate about growing the sport as big as they want to grow it, and as big as hopes and dreams as they say they have, you see it all over their podcasts and their websites and their interviews and all that stuff, whatever. Yeah. To me, that would be my main goal. That would be my highest achievement, would be to get it to this level. And whether I win or not, I'd like to just grow the sport to that
level. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't think it's that far away. I mean, if you look at some of the sports that's in the Olympics, I mean, they just added 3-on-3 basketball to the Olympics. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. I mean, didn't they just add a bunch of new games to the Olympics this year or something?
Yeah. Well, one of the things is they just made baseball, because they took baseball away for a couple of Olympics, maybe 3 Olympics, and then they made it an exhibition sport, but now it's officially back as an Olympic sport. I'm like, it's baseball. Every country plays baseball.
Yeah.
Like, how is that not just a clear-cut Olympics level?
Well, I mean, just about every country's gotten into disc golf. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's some that's not doing it, but I think it's more than we probably know of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you ever looked at the map on UDisc on how many disc golf courses around the world?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
Y'all haven't?
I haven't. No.
I've looked at how many disc golf courses are around Lynchburg.
Huh. Yeah. Zoom out on the UDisc map, and there's courses all over the place.
All right. Well, how many is it?
I don't know. A lot. There's
like more than 3.
Africa needs some more, though. I think there's like 1 in Africa, maybe more. Maybe like 4.
But I guess if you got to the point to where they were having national tournaments, like we're having national tournaments, then I guess we call ours the World. Which is it really a world tournament, or is it just a huge national tournament?
I'm glad you asked that question, because they are really trying to get the Worlds in Europe.
Okay, so if you're trying to have a world tournament, then why not have a world tournament at the Olympics?
Yeah.
What's the difference? There is no difference. To
me, I mean, like if you look at tennis, you have some of the best players in the world. I mean, like Novak Djokovic. He wanted to get that gold medal, and he lost, and which blew my mind. First, I thought for sure he was going to win the gold. But, you have these guys wanting to add that to their legacy. And to me, an Olympic gold medal is a legacy thing. I mean, if you look, and one of the things that I think Hunter said was, it's just another event. I mean, who would even watch it? I mean, and it cracked me up. I was like, how many people watch?
But isn't that contrary to what he's trying to build?
Exactly. But my thought is, I mean, you look at some of the sports. I mean, to me, winter sport, curling. Every 4 years, I look forward to seeing curling in the Olympics. I mean, it's like you're sweeping. I don't know why, but I get so excited and happy about it.
It's like ice shuffleboard.
Yeah,
to me, that's about
with a broom. With a broom.
With a broom. That introduced me to that sport and got me into it. Every time 4 years comes around.
Yeah. Oh, really? You watch it too?
Yeah,
I watched it just out of curiosity, because I'm like, what is it? What's the point of this? But I mean, you think about it though. I mean, disc golf has been around since the 70s.
Yeah.
I mean, here it is, 40-ish years later, or close to 40 years later, and not quite 40, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
It's about time.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't there a curling place in Charlotte?
I don't know.
Was it? Was Todd? Were you with me when we saw that?
No.
Or somebody was with me and we saw that. And we were like, "There's a curling place. We got to go to that sometime." But I mean, to me, that would add so much because I still think because every time I see curling, I'm like, I need to go try that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a lot of people that would see disc golf and go, you know what, I want to try that. Just me. I don't know. Who would get him in the Olympics? And the last thing I have written down is the controversy in the ratings, not ratings, rankings, the player rankings. With the men, I don't think there's much controversy. This week, Ricky just took over number one. Just passed Eagle with Paul third, Calvin fourth, and Chris Dickerson fifth. But the controversy is Evelina is number one ahead of Paige. And a lot of people are like, how can she be number one? She doesn't play all these American people every week.
Mm-hmm.
So then third place is Kristen.
Really? She's third place?
She's third. And fourth is Katrina Allen. And fifth, also a European, Henna Bloomrose.
Is that a world ranking?
That is the official FPO player rankings, yes.
This is the first year that this has happened though with UDisc, so it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard to know. They have this like dominance index. It's like somehow they've decided how a person would match up head to head, like Evelina with Paige. Somehow they've concluded that Evelina would beat Paige head to head somehow. Maybe it's true, but I haven't seen her play. So,
well, that's a you problem.
What's that? That's a yeah.
Well, I will say this. Paige said probably about 4 years ago, something like that. She said if Evelina comes to America, she's top 3 every week. And that was like either 2018, 2019, somewhere in that ballpark. I mean, that to me says a lot right there.
Well, hopefully it'll happen next year.
Mm-hmm. I want to see more of our players going to Europe, more of their players coming here. Because I know they say Evelina and Henna, I believe, might be coming in the next month or two for a little stretch of tournaments.
Awesome.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. But I do believe on any given week, the top tier players, they're going to rise to the top. But on any given week, first, second, third, fourth, I think they can kind of rotate around. That's just kind of what my thought.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so I've heard a lot of people like, how can Paige be ranked ahead of Kristen?
Yeah, because she just won the past couple of them in a row.
She won 3 out of 5. She was here, and 2 of those were against the top tier players. The other one she won was not against the top tier players.
Okay, so that didn't add to her ranking quite the way it should.
It added a little bit, but not that much.
Like the way it should have, right?
Right. So I mean,
do some research on what they do to decide all of that. It seems like this ranking system that they've come up with is pretty, I guess, sought after for the players. You think? I mean, I guess they're wanting to move up in the ranks here. The biggest thing I think though is the Tour Championship that a lot of people are wanting. I think it's, what is it this year? 25,000, or is it more or less?
I think it's somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah, so it's a lot of money. So people are trying to get to those bye weeks and stuff. I think it might be more important, the tour points, but
because the top 4 get like 4 buys or something, don't they?
They just have to win one round and then they're in the championship.
Yeah, because I think it's top 4 and then 4 from the previous round advance, so it's like 8, and then then 4 advance after that, if I'm not mistaken on that.
Yeah.
Is that the one that's in South Carolina?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I want to go down to that sometime. That'd be cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe you can ride with me and Ty when we go on tour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, now that he's married, he's got somebody to watch the house while we're gone. Just playing, Todd. Just playing.
That's why I got married.
Just playing, Todd. Trust me, my wife would do it with me. She's staying home.
I'll be the one go Todd. Oh, wait, that's Derek. Go Derek. All you guys with beards look the same. Oh wait,
yeah, you know how it is. Yeah, Todd's looks a lot darker than ours. I ain't quite sure why.
That's kind of confusing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a 30-year difference in growth, I think.
Yeah, a little bit.
At least a 20-year difference anyway.
Oh, by the way, in the men's rankings, there is one person from Europe in it. He is 10th, Vena Makula, which I'm probably brutally just destroying the man's name. And if I am, sir, I do apologize. But you, sir, made the top 10. Congratulations.
Look at Matty O at number 9. Really?
Not a fan. Not a fan. I get sick and tired every time they say Matty O, Roll Tide. I'm like, no, stop with the Roll Tide. He was on the practice round with commentary with Big Germ and Ulibarri today.
Yeah.
And I mean, like those, as soon as they first talking about it, Roll Tide, I'm like, they started walking that. I mean, I think before they threw their first shot, they mentioned Bear Bryant. As they're walking to their first shot, they started talking about Nick Saban. I'm like, nope.
What else? What else goes on in Alabama?
I don't care. Just anything. Talk about a tree or something. I don't care what. Just
had a tornado again this week.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah, he's got a very unique form, though. He's been playing for a long time. He's super old.
His putting, I don't even know how he does it.
That's how Nate Dawson putted with that little upside down.
It's like you just. I was like, I don't mind the glasses. I think those are fun and stuff like that. Like, hey, you're adding something, but I don't need to hear. Like, he made a putt, Roll Tide. Like, he tripped and fell out, Roll Tide.
I like him.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, I don't dislike him. I dislike every 3 seconds hearing Roll Tide.
Speaking of tournaments, is y'all going to the Battle of Effort?
Roll Tide. I mean, yes, I am.
Dude.
I hope so anyway.
Dude. Church planned a youth retreat the same weekend as Battle for Bedford. I'm going to have to find a way to leave early or something to catch the Sunday.
Well, what's the dates on that again?
He's going to be like Satan called me. I had to go.
17th, 18th, and 19th of September.
Yeah, I messaged Foundation because Hunter, I guess they're running it. And I was like, so what's going to be the parking and stuff? And they were like, well, we still don't know quite yet. He said, actually, no, you know what? I was talking to Connor. I saw him over at Play It Again Sports.
Right.
And he said, I think we're kind of leaning toward it. We're still not sure yet, but it's going to be coming out soon. But he said, I think it's going to be, we're charging per car. And then you can just go wherever you want. I was like, all right, that's cool.
It's tight, though. You're going to have to walk behind them. There's no way you get in front of them or beside them because, that's a tight course.
I mean,
the first 6 holes are open, but yeah, it goes into the woods and not a whole lot of spectators.
Where they're playing? They're playing at New London Tech and they're playing at Fallen whatchamacallit.
Well, just the MPOs at New London. They're not moving courses.
So are they not playing Independence?
No, the MA1 and the FPO, I think, are playing Independence. MA2 and others are playing Fallen Creek, so they have them scattered around different courses.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay. So, who else playing besides Hannah in the FPO?
Yeah, I hadn't heard of any like pro FPO players coming in other than Hannah. This last Battle for Bedford, the only other FPO pro was Elaine King. She was there playing. I got to see her play a little bit.
So Hannah's playing in it, and who else?
I don't know yet.
I'm about to look. Let's see. When is it? 17th?
17th, yeah.
17th through the 19th. I thought it. Where was it that had the players on? I guess I got to the website, I reckon.
All right, is Paul playing in the MPO?
Yeah, Paul and Brady. I know those two. I don't know about anybody else.
Adam Hammis and
yeah, I remember him.
Ezra Aderhold.
Okay.
I like Ezra. I like him because when I hear him talk, he sounds like the guy from Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
The guy with the list. It always makes me chuckle. Wait, Adam Hammis. He's not the one dating Kat, is he?
No, that's Austin Hannum.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Registered players. Here we go.
So I'd like to see Paige and Kat. This term is just too big for them.
Yeah, that's it.
I might buy one of those discs too that they have at Foundation.
Elaine King is coming again, and Hannah. I don't notice. Oh, Macy Walker.
Oh, Macy.
Yeah, she'll be here.
Oh.
It's not many FBO 10 so far.
Yeah, I doubt too many people will be added to that list. Because I know I went to that site and I put them on ratings, so you can just see like the top ones. It's like in the men, it was about 5 people over. No, it's probably about 10, 15 people over 1,000. But
Adam Hammis, Alden Harris is a pro. He's coming. Brody Smith.
Brody Man.
Let's see. There's Ezra. A lot of local favorites. Jeff Corns is playing. He's the Discraft like field manager or something. Justin Rozak, he's played for Liberty. He's been on Pro Tour a little bit. Paul Macbeth. I can't believe people like Ulibarri and Big Germ and stuff don't play this. Zach Melton's coming. Cool.
Who?
Zach Melton, the lefty. Big fro. Lefty. Tristan Tanner. Tristan Tanner's coming. He's another pro. Well, cool. We got a few pros going to be there.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see them all.
Yeah, for like 5 seconds. So there goes that good shot. Y'all have a good day.
Yeah.
I haven't played at New London Tech yet. I mean, is there any place you could go to where actually you'd see people, or is it really tight?
Yeah, you'd have to walk behind them, that's for sure.
There's a few holes super tight, but there's wide open. There's huge fairways on.
There's some of them that are wide open fields and different things when you get towards the middle of the course. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But for some of it, the fairways are pretty wide, but it's just all wooded. It's really tight for a while.
Yeah, especially around like the tee boxes, they have them in the places that you're just not going to be able to like stand anywhere close to the tee.
Right.
So they're going to have to. I'm sure they're thinking about it. About spectating.
They're going to have some kind of crowd control or something, some kind of roping or something along the line.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see.
But then again, they might not be expecting that big of a following either. So who knows?
I would say, I mean, there seems to be a pretty good sized community built up here in Lynchburg now.
Well, it's a lot of people coming from out of town that's playing here now because of the courses that we've gotten in Bedford.
Yeah, I heard a guy. I think he was from Vermont. I think he drove down here just to play that course.
Yeah. Yeah,
like,
I think that was on the wasn't that on the Bedford Disc Golf Instagram the other day?
Yeah.
Somebody,
that's what I saw.
Way out of nowhere to come and just play that course. It was some of our friends that hit or whatever. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, one of these weeklies I was at, they were the Bedford Parks and Rec guys were talking about how those guys were saying it's incredible how there's nobody on the course. They were playing Venhorst or Independence Park, and they were like the only ones there. And they said up north, you have like 7-8 cards of people you have to wait on every single hole just to play.
Yeah.
So
right now,
these courses are just not filling up. But I think those Independence Park and New London Tech, it's so difficult. Like most people just want to go to a more human course.
Yeah. Go to Peaksview.
Well, it's gaining momentum though. It really is gaining momentum. Yeah.
I would say this: the last 2 times I played Peaksview at around 9 o'clock in the morning, I think I was the only one on the course both times.
That's rare at Peaksview.
That is very rare. At 2:30 this afternoon, when it's 90 plus degrees, it's probably the heat index. I'm sure was over 100. We go there, and somebody pulls up, and they start walking to the tee. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" 70 plus degrees this morning. No one's there. 95 to 100. It's like people are showing up. We get to the tee pad. We throw our shots. And as soon as we put it in the basket, we look back. There's someone on the tee pad. It's like,
yeah,
it's 100 degrees, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, one last thing I do want to talk about before we shut it down. I saw on YouTube there was a little documentary about the 2000. What year was it? Can't remember what year it was. Will Schusterick. When he won the Worlds, I think it was the Worlds he won that year.
No, USDGC.
Oh, was that one? Did you see it too? Did you see the documentary?
I just know Will Schusterick won the USDGC.
I think he's won a bunch of tournaments, really.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, neither here nor there. But they showed the documentary of him going to the tournament. Nico LaCastro, they both kind of came up together, and I was like, "That's pretty cool." It was a really cool documentary on YouTube. If you guys get a chance, check it out because I thought it was really, really cool.
Yeah,
he would have been. He maybe would have been competing with Paul. He was really good. He had to stop playing for some reason. I can't remember.
See, that's what I was wondering because I was just because I looked up some stats. I was like, he won a lot, and then
really
he just disappeared.
He got injured, I think, and had to stop playing. He had to make a choice, and he decided to stick with, his future and focusing on that. Because I mean, obviously that time he played a while back, and at that time it wasn't like much money in disc golf. So
yeah,
but yeah, he was one of the greats.
Because he was talking about, do I go to college or do I turn this into a profession?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't remember the whole story, but yeah, he was really good.
Really, really cool documentary. Highly recommend it.
Yeah,
because I'm a sucker for a documentary.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
All right, guys, you got anything else you guys want to discuss tonight before we shut her down?
Nah.
That's it.
That's it?
I don't believe so, yeah. Work's going to come early in the morning.
Yeah. I will. It's Friday the 13th tomorrow, so be extra safe.
Oh, maybe I better stay home then.
Just letting you know, Friday the 13th, so
yeah.
be safe. If you see anybody wearing a mask, Hey, it's 9:00. Gotta take my medicine. But
well, it's good seeing y'all.
yeah,
Yep.
I mean, Todd, just let us know when you can get out and play, and
Cool.
we'll really try to get out there and play.
Cool.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
So like early mornings, like Saturday morning, maybe.
I mean, I can. I don't know about Derek, if Derek can or not, but I can.
If we do it early enough, it's possible.
All right, maybe.
I try not to play when my wife's home because I'm gone so much work, and I try to, whenever she's off, I try to be with her.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, if we make it early enough, it's a possibility.
I always tell people, put your family first, and then when they do, I give them crap for doing it.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, hey man, you got your family. You know, stick with them, be with them, take good care of them, because they gonna take good care of you as well. So,
Yeah, well, hopefully.
I've seen documentaries where they did not take good care of each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
Try not to be a statistic, that's for sure.
That's right. Hey, be that statistic where you beat the odds and you're married 50 years later.
Yeah, that's what my grandparents did. I'm pushing for it.
There you go. There you go.
Thank
All right,
God
guys, that's all we got. And you guys have an incredible day.